A lot of us today battle with dry skin. This video is going to be talking about some of the things I do to make sure that I naturally have healthy, moisturized skin. I typically don't use any lotions or put anything on my skin, as I'm a firm believer that if you can't eat it, don't put it on your skin. Your skin is your biggest organ, and usually it is just the reflection of everything else that is going on inside of your body. So there's really not a whole bunch you can do putting on things that are going to make the inside of your body any better, but there's a lot you could put on your skin that could quite possibly make your body not as healthy when it gets into your bloodstream. One of the things I've noticed for myself, and it is a thing for other people, is skin gets quite a bit drier in the winter. Now that doesn't mean it doesn't dry out in the sun, and the sun can't do things. I know that the sun will help dry out the skin as well, whether you get sunburn or you get a lot of sun. But for me personally, and other people I've talked to, that their skin gets dried out a lot in the winter, whether that's due to the elements, the wind. Personally, for me, I've noticed my main thing is when I take too many showers. When you take 2 showers in a day, in the morning and at night, it's for some reason it has a way of drying out the skin a lot more. I noticed that once I hit about 28, 29, that second shower before I went to bed, the heat plus the water plus the drying out just started making my legs particularly itchy. And there's a lot of other skin problems that we have besides just that, whether it's from bad dieting and the blood circulation can't get to certain parts of our bodies. I know, like people's elbows and their knees and their sides and bottoms of their feet can get really dry. Their hands, you can even see it on the face, a lot of wrinkles, just dry skin. You can kind of almost tell when someone's dehydrated. And that takes me to another tip of naturally having healthy skin is by keeping yourself hydrated. Hydration by drinking water is very huge, and another portion of hydration too is also the electrolytes and vitamins and minerals that you are getting from fruits and vegetables. That plays a huge role too. They kind of work together. So anytime you can get enough water throughout the day and enough natural sources of food from fruits and vegetables, it's going to make your skin very hydrated for a long period of time. My skin rarely ever feels dry unless I use a soap or something that kind of wash your face, and sometimes your face might feel a little dry for a little bit, but I stopped using any of those soaps that do that. But I've noticed that it's happened, and that's another thing, dry your skin out, using all those chemicals and all that stuff we put on our skins, from the stuff we bathe in, shower in, and even just makeup, whatever. I couldn't really tell you skin-wise. Maybe you can leave any comments if you're a woman, anything that you've noticed you've put on your body that tends to dry it out more, and you find yourself having to put something else on, or you just notice it, wow, it really dried my skin out. That doesn't feel right. So with the skin just reflecting what's going on in your body, that gives you a really good idea of how healthy overall you are, on how healthy your skin is. I'm 42 years old. I don't have the best skin in the world, but you could tell for a 42-year-old amongst many of our peers, my skin's not all that bad. I probably wouldn't be in a Neutrogena commercial, but compared to some of the people that I've known my age, either when I was younger or now, a lot of them already have wrinkles and big old eye bags and crow's feet and all that stuff. Even people that are younger. Another thing I've noticed that can dry out your skin are heat sources, hot air sources, everything from the heaters in your car, anything from the heaters in your house. The closer you are to a vent that's giving off heat, that can drive your skin out. I did notice when I was a bit younger, I had one of those things you plug into the wall that is a heat source. It was like a dome, and then it just gave off heat. I slept next to it one day, and I woke up the next day and my legs were just so itchy and dry. And I knew it quite possibly could have been from that, but it didn't really occur to me. And I've noticed that that's another thing you could tell in the winter is that we have a lot of heat sources on, a lot of unnatural air that will dry out our skin, and not only dry it out, but also make it itchy. Let me know if you've experienced any of that, or finally connecting the dots. So just taking fewer showers, another heat source, the water, all that will dry you out more. A shower a day is not going to kill you. I personally have had to go 2 or 3 days without showering just so that I can level out the moisture in my legs and then get back to work, because it'll just get itchy at night, even if I'm taking one shower sometimes. And I've noticed in the winter when it gets cool, sometimes you're opt to take an extra shower just to relax and warm up a bit. So limiting the shower helps, limiting staying away from those heat sources. Combined with those two, sometimes the clothes we wear can trigger it, some certain types of fabrics. By managing the first two, those fabrics are going to have a less likely chance of re-irritating or irritating in the first place your skin. And I also do know there's many other things that could be irritating to the skin that I would even like to know more about. If any of you have any ideas or tips of your own that you do, anything that you've noticed over the years, whether it's wind or even I've noticed for me, the changing of the weather sometimes can do it. And one thing I'm really big on in the wintertime is making sure I'm getting plenty of vitamin C, especially from citrus sources here in Central Valley, California. I pick a lot of fruits, whether it's lemons or grapefruits or oranges, and I try to eat some kind of citrus every day. Really good with collagen, and vitamin C is really good at cellular repair. So it's a really good medicinal property, not only for your body and combating cancers and free radicals, but also very good for the skin. And maybe you're not even eating enough healthy fats. Healthy fat is also good for the skin. Keeps it more moisturized. So if you're on some fat diet where you're not eating fat, that's not going to be good for your skin. You want to eat good, healthy sources of fat. Obviously, ho-hos and ding-dong fat isn't going to be as good as an avocado and walnut and almond fat. I've never been a big person on wearing lotions and putting things on my skin, but I have heard that people that do it notice that they have to do it even more. So something tells me the more you're using those type of things, the more you might need them. So if you've noticed that yourself, maybe cut back on that little by little. Incorporate some other healthier, better for you stuff that's going to help your body from the inside work its way out to make your skin healthy and moisturized. If you do put the lotions on and you notice that it doesn't cause extra itching and dryness, and you absolutely have to use it, because you've tried all these other things and then some, just keep using it, do it. This is just overall advice that I'm giving, I do personally to help with my skin. I'm not a commercial, and I don't have any products, and I don't have any gimmick stuff trying to sell you. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just giving tips on some of the things I do more naturally so that I'm putting less chemicals onto my skin and putting more good nutrition into my body, and my body is able to make healthy, moisturized, and hopefully longer lasting skin. Cheers to your health.